Hi, my name is Rick Beliveau and I'm with Highland Home Inspections. Today we're talking about plumbing. This is where all of the water comes into the house. This is a house on city water, and the good news here is that all of the plumbing in the house is copper, and that's good. You can see a piece of it right here. The downside is this blue pipe, which they call Big Blue, is polybutylene, and this is the subject of it was a subject of a class action lawsuit. They stopped using this stuff in 1995 because it's a problematic material. It's my understanding it was originally designed for swimming pools, and it might do well in that application, but in this application it has not held up well. And the problem is it's failing prematurely in many cases. The homeowner owns this pipe all the way out to the street where the city picks up, where the city provides water. There's a disc out there, and under that disc is a valve that provides all the water into the house, and the pipe from that valve into here is polybutylene, and that's the homeowner's responsibility. This is a black and white issue. It's either good and it's not leaking at all, or it's going to fail, and when it fails, it usually fails pretty catastrophically. Fortunately, most 90% of this pipe is out in the yard, so if it fails, it's usually out there in the yard, and people wake up one morning and their front yard is soggy and wet, whereas everybody else's is nice and dry. That means you've got a ruptured polybutylene supply pipe. And the only solution is to replace it. There are two methods that plumbers around this area use to replace it. One is to get a backhoe and excavate the whole front yard. But they can also bring a device in here to pull a new copper line through the old polybutylene, and they have a ream that splits the polybutylene, and it becomes a sleeve for the new copper pipe that's pulled through it. And that costs a little bit less, perhaps, maybe, don't know, but it does eliminate some excavation in the front yard, which is nice. So anyway, the good news here is that once you get inside the house, it's all copper. There are some houses where not only do you have polybutylene in the basement, the yard line, but also throughout the entire house, and that can be an expensive proposition. It can cost many times more to replace it in the house than just the yard line. So that is the news on polybutylene. As I said, there was a class action lawsuit, but the money associated with that to help homeowners recoup the expense of replacement is gone. So all the cost is the burden of the homeowner. So if you have any questions on that, look at our website, which is hhinspect.com. Again, my name is Rick Beliveau, and thanks for listening and looking. Bye.